going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and let's clear up all the confusion about the Hell's Redeemer here on Blood of the Dead. So I had to re-record this commentary just to make sure I got something extremely specific when explaining one of the steps here, because there are a lot of misconceptions going around within the community, a lot of false information on a lot of the big YouTubers' guides, and to be honest with you, the Reddit didn't do a good job with updating a lot of the core steps for the Hell's Redeemer, which is why I have a website now which is challenging the COD Zombies Reddit, challenging accelerated ideas, which I'll leave down below in the description. A bunch of good zombies buddies and I are teaming up to make this happen, and I'm really hyped about it, and I want to keep all the steps organized for you guys on the site. So first off here, you of course want to collect the Hell's Retriever as you usually would. You don't have to turn on Pack-a-Punch for the Hell's Redeemer. That is clarification number one. A lot of people were confused about that because some of the steps later on weren't working correctly. Now, as you guys see, once you have collected the Hell's Retriever, you can now move on to the main step of this little quest here, which is to collect souls. So what I recommend is, if you're playing with two other people, have one person train towards the back of the bridge here and have the other person train near the catwalk, just to make sure you're not getting swarmed by zombies. I also recommend the following elixirs, as you could see on screen. Allows you to replenish your equipment fairly quickly, allows you to teleport to a down teammate, maybe have a nuke just in case. Have these useful elixirs on you just to make sure it doesn't ruin your run here on Blood of the Dead. Even if a lot of you may not have a lot of the good elixirs yet in Black Ops 4, you still have some of those basic ones that are of course free. So what you have to do is get at least 20 to 30 kills when standing in this specific spot. Yes, there's a lot of people saying that you can stand anywhere here in the area of Blood, and you actually can't. You have to stand near the catwalk so that when you throw the Hell's Retriever to get some kills, you'll see it glow blue, which indicates that you are collecting souls for your Redeemer. Now, you can obviously turn around and get kills in the other direction when you're standing in this spot, and you can move a little bit. It's not perfect with where you have to stand, but in this general area right here, just get your kills, and after a while, two things will happen. After around 20 to 30 kills, you'll notice that your Retriever is not blue anymore when you get zombie kills, and you'll also hear a loud growl or a howl, however you want to describe it. You'll hear it. It's very loud. You really can't miss it unless you don't have your audio on in game. Sounds pretty similar to the Wolf Bow quest back in the Rise and Drop.
We must escape from this hell! Escape from this hell!
So once you've done that, once you do have that non-blue Retriever now, as you see, it's now orange when I get kills with it as I tested it out, and once you've heard that sound, you can move on to the next step, which is looking for a dog head around the map. Now, once again, the Reddit only showed 6 locations on the Blood of the Dead page, and there are actually around, I want to say 7 or 8, and I'm going to show as many as I can here in this video. If I for some reason missed any of them, or I find one later on after this video is uploaded, I'll of course update the description, and I'll pin a comment down below in the comment section if there are any more locations found. But at the time of making this video, this is the complete number of locations for the dog head. So this is something you also can't miss. So if you don't know how to build the spectral shield, I'll have a video annotation on screen so you can check that out, or a link down below in the description. Pretty simple to build. It only takes a couple of minutes once you spawn in on the game. So once you have that, all you want to do is make sure you enter afterlife mode on the shield. So you guys know how to do that. It's L1 for me, it might be L2 for you. So you want to run to each of these locations and find this blue dog head. This is also something that you can't miss. Just have somebody hold a zombie, or maybe have a zombie running behind you as you do this. Don't try to do this in the middle of a round. You're gonna get killed, trust me. So just run around to each of these spots and see where that big blue dog head is. It's exactly the same dog head as the red one for the Hell's Retriever quest, so you honestly, you can't miss it if you do see it. And just keep in mind, it might take maybe 2 or 3 tries when looking at a certain spot to see the dog sometimes. I do think it's bugged at the moment, so it does take a minute for the render of the dog head to load in. So just keep an eye out for this big blue symbol. Now, once you found it, all you have to do is throw your Retriever at the dog head, and you'll slowly see it fade away. And as you'll also notice, you're gonna lose the Hell's Retriever. So that's how you know you're on the right path with this quest. Now, for the final step here, all you have to do is wait for a dog round. And when you do this, this is the difficult part. Somebody either has to hold the dog, or you just have to be extremely fast with searching for this ghost dog. So it looks exactly like the ghost wolf back from the Wolf Bow quest on the Reisendrock. Pretty similar assets, as you'll notice. People are saying that you have to look for this dog because it'll always spawn pretty close to you, but I've had matches where I was near the catwalk and my dog spawned almost near the cafeteria. So just look everywhere as fast as you can, and honestly, if more than one person is going for the Redeemer, then you'll have 2 dogs on the map. So there was also a misconception that you had to lead it to the warden's office and strike the dog with a spirit blast near the warden's desk. That is wrong. Once you see the dog, just shoot it with a spirit blast. And if you don't know how to do a spirit blast, you're gonna have to collect souls with your key. You can also collect the souls of dogs to quickly charge up your key. In order to do a spirit blast, you only need 1 blast to do this, and it's pretty simple. So once again, if you don't have a charged key before a dog round, you could kill some of the dogs with your key and then proceed with looking for the dog. But the only problem with this is if you fail this and you can't find it, or you don't shoot it on time and the dog round ends, the ghost dog will die. But luckily, during the next dog round, wherever that ghost dog died is where it'll spawn again. So you'll have an easy pinpoint of where you want to be in the next dog round. But it's also a matter of surviving. If you do mess this up on, let's say, round 15 or 16, you have to try your best to survive until 20 or 21 to get back to this step again. But once you do successfully find a dog on a dog round and you shoot it with a spirit blast, the Hell's Redeemer will now be in place of where the retriever was when you use the fast travel. It is not that hard to do, and to be quite honest with you, the steps are pretty basic for this. I would say it's a little more difficult than the Redeemer from Mob of the Dead, but thank you so much for watching. This has been dkdynamite, and enjoy the Hell's Redeemer.